Have you ever felt like you're trapped in the same spot, no matter how hard you try? Maybe you're chasing a dream, working toward a goal, or just trying to figure out your next step. But nothing seems to be working. It's frustrating, right? That feeling of being stuck can be overwhelming, and it might even make you want to give up. But what if I told you that being stuck isn't the end? What if it's actually the beginning of something greater? Now, I know how draining it can be when you feel like you're spinning in circles. It's easy to doubt yourself, to overthink, and to feel like giving up. But the truth is, being stuck is just a phase, not a life sentence. The key is knowing what steps to take next, and that's exactly what we're about to uncover. In this video, I'll share you powerful strategies that can help you break free from that stuck feeling and start moving forward with confidence. I'm not just talking about generic advice. You're about to learn real, actionable techniques that successful people use when they hit roadblocks. Whether it's shifting your mindset, changing your approach, or taking bold new steps, these strategies will help you push past limitations and create momentum in your life. So if you're tired of feeling stuck and ready to make a real change, then stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to take action, regain control, and finally make that next move. So, allow me to begin. Example 1. Stuck in a career rut. Have you ever been in a job that no longer excites you? You wake up every morning feeling drained before the day even begins. Maybe you've been working hard, but there's no promotion in sight, and every day feels like the same routine. You start asking yourself, is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? But you have no clue what your next move should be. Instead of staying stuck in frustration, take a step back and reassess. Ask yourself, what do I truly enjoy? What skills do I have that I'm not using? Maybe it's time to learn something new, update your resume, or even explore a different industry. Small actions, like networking with professionals in fields that interest you, or taking an online course, can open unexpected doors. The key is to stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The best way to move forward is to take action, even if it's just a small step. Reach out to a mentor, apply for a new position, or start a side project that excites you. The moment you start making moves, opportunities will start appearing. Example 2. Stuck in a personal goal. Imagine you've been trying to lose weight and get in shape for months, but no matter what you do, the scale won't budge. You've tried different diets, signed up for the gym, and even started a workout routine, but the lack of progress makes you feel like giving up. You start thinking, maybe this just isn't for me. Before you quit, take a moment to analyze what's really holding you back. Maybe you're focusing too much on quick results instead of long-term consistency. Maybe your workout routine isn't the right fit, or your diet needs small adjustments. Sometimes, all it takes is a fresh approach, like working with a coach, switching to an activity you actually enjoy, or simply tracking your habits more effectively. The most important thing is to not let frustration stop you. Progress isn't always visible right away, but every small effort adds up. Instead of giving up, change your strategy. Adjust, experiment, and keep moving forward. The breakthrough always comes right when you're about to quit, so don't. Example 3. Stuck in a relationship conflict. You and your best friend or partner have been arguing a lot lately. No matter what you say, it feels like you're both stuck in a cycle of misunderstanding. The conversations turn into heated debates, and instead of solving the problem, you both walk away feeling even more frustrated. You start thinking, maybe we'll never see eye to eye. But before you give up on the relationship, take a step back and look at the situation from a different angle. Instead of focusing on being right, try to understand where the other person is coming from. Ask yourself, am I really listening or just waiting for my turn to respond? Sometimes a simple pause to reflect, an open conversation, or even writing down your feelings can help clear up miscommunication. The key is not to let emotions take control. Instead of arguing in the heat of the moment, take a break and come back with a calm mind. Apologizing, even when it's hard, can open the door to healing. When you shift the focus from winning the argument to finding a solution, you'll be surprised at how quickly things can improve. Example 4. Stuck in a financial struggle. You've been working hard, but no matter what you do, it feels like your bank account never grows. Bills keep piling up, unexpected expenses come out of nowhere, and saving money seems impossible. You feel stuck in a cycle of just making ends meet, and you wonder, will I ever get ahead financially? Instead of feeling hopeless, it's time to take control of your finances with a fresh approach. Start by tracking where your money is actually going. Sometimes, small daily expenses add up more than we realize. Maybe it's time to cut unnecessary costs, create a budget, or even find new ways to increase your income, like a side hustle or freelancing. The biggest mistake is thinking things won't change. Even small financial moves, like automating savings, paying off one debt at a time, or investing a little each month, can create momentum. The key is consistency. No matter how stuck you feel now, making smart financial decisions today will create a better future down the road. Example 5. Stuck in a creative block. You're staring at a blank page, a canvas, or a project that you just can't seem to finish. You've been trying to come up with new ideas, but nothing feels right. The more you try to force creativity, the more frustrated you become. You start thinking, maybe I've lost my touch. Instead of fighting the block, take a break and change your environment. Go for a walk, listen to music, or try an activity that relaxes your mind. Sometimes, stepping away from the problem is the best way to find a fresh perspective. Inspiration often strikes when you're not actively searching for it. Another great strategy is to switch things up. Try a different medium, experiment with a new style, or collaborate with someone else. Creativity isn't about being perfect. It's about exploring. The moment you stop pressuring yourself and start playing around with ideas, you'll find your flow again. Example 6. Stuck in overthinking and self-doubt. You have a big decision to make. Maybe it's starting a new business, moving to a new city, or even just speaking up in a meeting. But instead of taking action, you keep running different scenarios in your head. What if I fail? What if it's the wrong decision? What will people think? The overthinking is so overwhelming that you end up doing nothing at all. The truth is, there's never a 100% safe choice in life. Every decision comes with some uncertainty, but staying stuck in indecision guarantees that nothing changes. Instead of waiting for absolute certainty, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen, and can I handle it? Most of the time, the fear in your head is much bigger than the reality. The best way to break free from overthinking is to take one small action. Even a tiny step forward can create momentum. Whether it's sending an email, making a call, or just writing down a simple plan, action kills doubt. You don't have to know the entire path. Just focus on the next step. Example 7. Stuck in a health and wellness plateau. You've been working out consistently and eating healthy, but suddenly your progress stops. The number on the scale won't budge. your strength gains have stalled, and you're feeling frustrated. You start thinking, maybe this is just as far as I can go. Instead of giving up, take this as a sign that your body has adapted and it's time to switch things up. Maybe you need to adjust your workout routine, increase your protein intake, or focus more on recovery and sleep. Sometimes small tweaks, like adding strength training, increasing intensity, or changing meal timing, can make all the difference. The key is to not get discouraged. Progress isn't always linear, and plateaus are part of the journey. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, view it as a challenge to level up. Keep experimenting, stay consistent, and trust the process. The results will come. Example 8. Stuck in a lack of motivation. You have goals, big dreams and plans, but lately you just can't find the motivation to take action. Every time you try to start, you feel exhausted, distracted, or just not in the mood. You keep waiting for that spark of inspiration, but it never comes. You start thinking, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. The truth is, motivation doesn't come first, action does. Instead of waiting to feel motivated, start small. Set a timer for just 5 minutes and begin. Whether it's writing one paragraph, doing one workout set, or making one phone call, taking action, even in tiny steps, creates momentum. Another powerful trick is to reconnect with your why. Ask yourself, why did I start this in the first place? Remind yourself of the bigger picture. Sometimes we lose motivation because we're too focused on the daily grind and forget the purpose behind our goals. Get back in touch with that purpose, and motivation will follow. Example 9. Stuck in a toxic environment. You're surrounded by negativity, whether it's at work, home, or even in your social circle. Every time you try to be positive or work on your goals, someone discourages you. Maybe your co-workers constantly complain, your family doesn't support your dreams, or your friends don't share your ambition. Over time, this drains your energy, and you start thinking, maybe I should just settle like everyone else. But you don't have to stay stuck in a toxic environment. The first step is to recognize that you have control over what you allow into your mind. Start setting boundaries. Limit your time around negative people and surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. If that's not possible right away, seek motivation from books, podcasts, and online communities that align with your goals. Toxic environments can hold you back, but only if you let them. The more you focus on your personal growth and create a positive space, mentally and physically, the stronger you'll become. Eventually, you'll attract the right people and opportunities that align with the life you truly want. And the last is number 10, stuck in fear of failure. You have a dream, starting a business, launching a project, or pursuing something you've always wanted. But every time you think about it, fear stops you in your tracks. What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I'm not good enough? You end up overthinking so much that you do nothing at all. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every successful person has failed multiple times before they got it right. Instead of fearing failure, reframe it as learning. If you try and fail, you gain experience. If you never try, you stay exactly where you are. Which is worse? The only way to break free from this fear is to take action, no matter how small. Start before you feel ready. Take that first step, even if it's messy. The more you take action, the more confidence you'll build, and eventually you'll realize that failure was never something to fear. It was just part of the journey to success. Before I go, I want to leave you with a simple but powerful reminder. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step." No matter how stuck you feel right now, the most important thing is to move, even if it's just one small action. Progress isn't about speed, it's about consistency. Keep pushing forward and you'll find your way. Friend, I truly appreciate the time you spent watching this video. I hope it gave you the clarity and motivation you needed to take your next step. If any of these strategies resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this video helped you in any way, I'd be so grateful if you could give it a like and share it with someone who might need it. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and it helps us grow this amazing community of people who are striving to become the best versions of themselves. Plus, you won't miss any future videos packed with insights and inspiration. Thank you again for being here, and remember, you've got this. See you in the next one.